Welcome back to the channel, and this is going to be a continuation of the clamp that we started on. In this video, we're going to create the other two components that's going to go to that clamp. Now, and let's see, I do have it here. What we did in the first one was we created this, and remember that was a kind of lengthy video, but we had to do a lot of lofts and create some planes and things of that nature. What we're going to do in this video is going to create the connecting rod that goes into this and the handle that spins around it. And then we're going to also follow that up with another video where we're going to actually assemble this together. So in this video, what we're going to be doing is actually creating these two parts, and we're going to save them. So remember that that's going to be one of the key elements that we have to do in order to make an assembly, is that each one of these files have to be its own separate file. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump over to Inventor and get started. Alright, so continuing from our clamp here, we're just going to go ahead and start and make a new part here. Remember, this is going to be in inches. And let's go ahead and hit the create button. Then I'll go ahead and start my sketch. I'm going to start here on the XY plane. Then I'll create a line that goes straight across. We want to place the midpoint, so I'll use this coincidence, and let's see, I'll find the midpoint here and place it right on my origin. Let's go ahead and put a dimension on this line, and this is going to be our overall dimension, which is 8.875. I'll come back and change that line to a center line here in a second. Now I'm just going to kind of freehand sketch the rest of this stuff out. So we're going to over exaggerate these. And we know that we have a line that goes something like this. It goes across, goes back up here, goes across here, and then it ends here. Okay, let's go ahead and select that line, make it a center line. And now we can go ahead and put some of these other dimensions on. So let's do a dimension from here to here. This has a diameter dimension, and it is set to 5/8. Go ahead and hit the escape and move this up a little bit. Let's go ahead and put another dimension from here to here, 0.375. Dimension from here to here, and that is a dimension of 1 if I'm not mistaken. Let's go ahead and add a dimension going from here. This should be 8.5. Let's escape out of here. Let's look into this corner here. Then we'll add a dimension on this part here, and it is 0.125. Okay, so we got everything fully constrained. Let's go ahead and finish this sketch. Take a look at the Revolve command, and everything should automatically be satisfied here. So we'll go ahead and hit the OK button. Let's rotate this around and look at the front view. I'll select the front view here and then create a sketch on it. Alright, so what I'll do next is I'll just go ahead and create a couple of rectangles. Do it on both sides. Use the collinear constraint. Set these two collinear to each other. These two here at the bottom. Then I'll go to the equal constraint and set these equal to each other. Let's do some dimensions. So from here to here, let's go ahead and make it 0.5. From here to that point, let's go ahead and make it half of this 0.5. So I'll go ahead and select that 0.5 there and divide that number by 2. See what else we can do here. We can do a horizontal. Let's see if I could find this midpoint here. So I'll grab that midpoint to that center point, and then all I think I need is just a couple of dimensions, right? So I should need a dimension here. I'll leave this dimension to whatever it comes out to. It's really not relevant here. I'm just doing this just because I like everything to be fully constrained. Okay, so this is done. Let's go ahead and go to the extrude command. Now it's going to ask me which profile do I want to extrude. So this one and this one. I'm going to send it the opposite direction, tell it 0.5, and it should automatically switch over to cut, which it did. Let's go ahead and hit the OK button. All right. Let's go ahead and select here. Let's put a sketch on that face. I'll use the point command. I'll just click here. All right. Next, I will, let's see, I was looking for the origin and I know it's somewhere around here. Sometimes it's kind of weird to see it. Let me slice through this and see if that'll make it better. Okay, there it is there. All right, so I want to go ahead and make the origin here and that point horizontal to each other. And then that should just leave me with a dimension from here to here that's set to 0.25. Let's go ahead and finish this sketch. You can see I have my hole there. So now when I go to the hole command, it should automatically select that. We're just going to use a regular hole going through it. And let's see, we're going to tell it to go through all, and the diameter should be 0.1875. Let's go ahead and hit the OK. And now that's sent it all the way through. I think we have one more thing to do here, which is just go ahead and put a thread on this. So let's go to the thread command. I'll go ahead and select this face. I'll go ahead and tell it a distance as well. So this is going across and it's going to use the 5/8 at 11 and it's going that direction. Let's go ahead and tell it that we only want it to go up a distance of 8.0. And it looks like I had it going from the wrong direction. Let's see, let's go back here. And that's what you're seeing here at the top here. So let's go ahead and give it an offset of 0.5. There we go. And now everything looks good. This is one thing I do like about Inventor, is that it does give you kind of a bitmap, or it kind of shows you some of the threads that are going on. All right, let's go ahead and save this. So I'm just using Control S, or you can select that button here. This is going to be my connecting rod. And I do like to capitalize certain things here. Okay. All right, so my connecting rod is now done. Let's go ahead and create another part here. So I'll just go to New. It's going to be another standard part. Go ahead and hit the Create button. Let's go ahead and create a sketch. We'll still use the same XY. Send a line going right across here. Distance of this line should be set to, yeah, we can set it to 3. I'm just kind of thinking to myself, will that work? So in our case, by me setting this to 3, it should work fine. Let's go ahead and put a couple of circles on the endpoints. We'll go ahead and set them equal. Let's go ahead and put a diameter dimension on this, which is going to be 0.3125. Go ahead and use the offset command. Let's go ahead and select this line here. Let's go up a distance of 0.0625. We use the extend command just to extend these. It seems like it's locked onto those. Okay. No biggie there. I'll just draw a line that goes across here. Do the exact same thing on the other side. And now we'll go to trim. Let's get rid of this bottom part in between here. Bottom part also in between there. Let's escape. Let's go find a coincidence between the origin and, where are you? And that point. All right, so everything looks good. Let's go ahead and select this line here and make it a center line. Oh, we already have that dimension on. I think everything is good to go. Let's finish. Let's go to Revolve. It should be able to pick up all of this. Look like it is done. And then we'll go ahead and save this one. This is going to be our handle. Okay. All right, now, so I want to thank you for tuning in. This is just a quick little video. We're just making these other two parts. Remember that these are going to be the kind of other parts, and they're going to all go together and make this assembly that I'm going to make. And this is a super simple assembly. It's just kind of an introduction and how to put things together. You know, there are more in-depth videos on how to actually do more complicated assemblies, or constraints is what they're actually called here in Inventor. So just thank you for watching this. This is going to be kind of the beginning, and then the next video that you're going to see in reference to this will be me putting this all together. Okay, so once again, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in, and as always, keep drafting. See you in the next video.